How's it going, guys? Voodoo Stache here. We're going to take a look today at the 90-degree hip shift. The goal of this is to get you better and better at loading up onto your left side. So we're trying to get our left oblique line working, left hamstring, which is super important, left adductor, we're trying to get all these pieces working, learning how to get our weight over to that left side. We'll also be working on our breath here as well. That's where that left oblique is going to come in as we contract. And we're also going to be thinking about breathing into that kind of locked out right upper chest and left upper back as we perform this. So here we go through all the steps. Step one, you're going to come to a wall so your legs are at 90 degrees to start. I like having a ball in between the knees as it helps me to keep this adductor line turned on, which is one of the weak spots for most people. So here we go. We're going to go through 4 steps here. Step number 1, we're going to begin by tucking that pelvis. So when you think about tucking the pelvis, you're thinking about your pelvis tucking posteriorly this way. So I'm taking my hips and I'm pulling them forward using these lower core muscles here. So we poke down here, so we rock harder. I'm not asking you to raise your hips off the floor with your legs. We're tucking using these muscles here. So that's step number 1. Think about your lumbar spine, like right here, pressing down to the ground. Your tailbone will come off the ground a tiny bit, but your lumbar spine and lower back should be flat on the floor. Okay? So that's step number 1. Step number 2, you're going to work on this. Here's where the hip shift part comes from. I'm going to think about tuck, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to take my left leg. I'm going to pack that thing down while the right one comes up. So I'm going to tuck. I'm going to pull down and press up. I'm not shifting here. My feet stay in exactly the same spot. I'm going to pull down and reach up. Right there alone, I should start feeling the inside of my left leg work. From this position here, so we got the tuck, we've got the packing the thing in. Step 3 is with our left foot. I want you to feel your left heel on the wall, not pushing into the wall. That'll turn on the muscles. I'm not trying to turn like your hip flexors and quad, but instead you're going to pull down against the wall with your left heel, and you should feel your hamstring turn. So here we go. So step 1 is tuck. Step 2 is pack. Step number 3, pulling down the wall so that a hamstring turns on. Okay, so I've got all those 3 pieces. Now step number 4, and last piece, is your breath. You're going to take a deep breath in, you're going to exhale, and as you exhale, you want to feel your left rib cage getting closer to that left pelvis as you're engaging that oblique. So here we go. Let's see those steps together. Tuck. So tuck. I'm going to shift. I'm going to pull my heel down so all my pieces are working. Long breath out. Feel this contract. Feel your rib cage pushing down and back and in. Pressing down, getting tighter. So there's absolutely no breath out. Squeeze every ounce of air out. And then here's your trick. Here's one of the tests. Place your hand on your right chest. Press down a little bit. When you breathe in, you should feel this part fill up. Okay, I felt some movement there. That's great. I'm going to hold on to that pressure for maybe 5 seconds or so. And then I'm going to breathe out again. Contracting here, engaging here, shifting the hips. It's going to be exhausting. You're going to get tired really quickly. As you get better at this, you can even take your right foot completely off of it, but lying solely on that left side. So again, guys, the goal of this is on getting the left side loaded up, and then we're also working on getting a full and complete X, which is the hardest thing, and that is going to help us bring that rib cage all the way down to reconnect our left side to the rest of our body. Try it out, let me know how it goes.